Right, guys. So this is the top 5 recommendations or top 5 picks for the prop firms to use to 2024 based on my opinion and the recommendation, right? So I thought it wise to start with a disclaimer to let you guys know first things first. Everything said in this video is my opinion and should not be taken as financial advice. As trading the financial markets carries a high level of risk. So whatever I say there is just for educational purposes and it's my opinion, right? So do your research before taking any decision, right? So the aim of this video is not to ask you to buy or sell something or to ask you to do anything, right? Just to give you information, right? In case maybe you're planning to buy an account and you're looking for where to get information, right? That is what this video will do for you, right? So it's not any kind of financial advice, just to let you know what and what are involved in what you're doing, right? So the next thing I have to say is that um let's look at the next slide. Right. Right. So now another thing is that I did not recommend prop firms based in Canada and the US because of the CFTC clash with my forex funds. You know, something happened with my forex funds where they were shut down. So I tried not to recommend any prop firm that's based in Canada or the United States because of how their structure is. You know, the CFTC can come up any moment and decide to shut down a company or shut down this or just the US companies are always suing, suing this, that, and I didn't that's why I did not recommend any prop firm that is based in Canada or the United States because of their legal structures and their um financial bodies, right? So I just recommended the prop firms that are not based in the Canada and the United States because of that, so that you don't buy an account and after passing it, then you hear that your prop firm are shut down. Right, so I don't want those kind of issues. So I just focus on prop firms that we are sure that their regulatory bodies are not a threat to the existence of the firm, right? So that's another to say. So now the next thing I want to say is that my selection criteria was based on certain things. Number one, um, the cost, the ease of the challenge, the commissions and the spread, personal and observed experience, and then the trading conditions, right? So I kind of went through some of their rules. It's things that really stood out to me, and that's why I picked the 5, right? So this is based on everything. So I'm considering the cost, I'm considering the ease of the challenge, I'm considering the commissions and the spread, I'm considering the experience I've had, the experience people I've had with them, and then I look at the conditions, the terms and conditions. That's are the things I'm really looking at for before choosing them, right? So now, and once again, this is my opinion. What I choose may not be something that you are okay with, and that doesn't mean that I am right or you're wrong, right? So it's just my opinion, right? So I'm free to give my opinion, just like you're free to have yours, right? So we go to the next point. Now, um, I want to say this. I secure some discounts. You will get the discounts code in the description, right? So I secure some discounts for you in case you see a profile you would like to get an account with. There will be discount codes in the description, right? So just use the link in the the link and the codes in the description to get your account. And I believe that you must have done your research, gone through the FAQ. FAQ is very important so that you can have an idea what um to expect, right? So go to the FAQ, frequent answer questions of all the firms. Make sure you do your research before making any decision, right? So let's start with the first firm. My notes, the positions given were based on my opinion, right? No firm contacted me to pay me, to say, okay, put me number one, put me number two, talk about me, don't talk about me. Everything was unbiased, right? I just went through the firms I've used and then I was able to bring up these 5 recommendations. So there's no biasness, no money being paid somewhere, no foul play. This is just fair and free, all right? Now, number 5 has to be Alpha Capital, right? So I gave Alpha Capital's number 5 because of some special features they have. They don't have any commissions on their trades, right? They don't have any commissions at all. And this is very amazing because on one of the accounts I trade, I think FXify, the commissions are mind blowing. Just 1 month was more than 3% of my account. So anytime I'm taking a trade, I'm always thinking about commissions, right? if you are intraday trader, you understand what I mean by commissions, because commissions can really mess up your profits. Right? For instance, now if you take a one loss trade, right, maybe on a 10K account, you're already down $7 by commissions, right? So each trade you take, you're down $7, depending on the firm. Some charge $6, some charge five, some charge $3, depends on the pro firm. But on Alpha Capital, there are no commissions at all. So that is why I like them. No commissions at all, right? No commissions at all. And then they give massive discounts up to 40%. I think Kimen was talking about it, where he bought a 20K account, so a 200K account for $60. Normally, a 20K account should be about $900, but he got it for 600 because of the 40% discount, right? So um, Alpha Capitals give very crazy discounts on their account, and I love that. Right? They give massive discounts, 40%. Sometimes I think in December they give free accounts to everyone. So I like Alpha Capitals. They really give discount. That's why I picked them as number five. But it was really an issue for me between number four and five. I was just wondering who to pick because the number four also has qualities that are a bit less than Alpha, but I choose Alpha as number five because of something I'm going to tell you in a moment. Right. So now the next thing is that the accounts are relatively fair priced. So they're not very expensive, right? Not very expensive. And you can get the accounts for, I think their cheapest account is $97 for the 10K account, right? So you pay $97 for the 10K account, and that is their cheapest. So that's why I picked them as number five, because they don't have a 5K account, they don't have 6K, they don't have 3K, just 10K. So people that cannot afford that may not be able to get it. But if you can take advantage of this 40% discount, then you can get the 10K account facility that's about 60, 59 or thereabouts, right? And then they also give the free account sometimes after their first payout. I was reading this on Twitter. So after your first payout, I'm not really sure if it's all the time, but I heard that sometimes they give them a free account. Once you pass your account, pass the evaluation challenges, your first account, they will likely give you a free account, right? So like a free account of the same size, right? So I'm not, I don't know if it's all the time, but I think they do sometimes, right? So those are the special features for Alpha Capitals. Again, the link, if you need the account, the link will be in the description, and I'll also put the discount code if there's any, right? And let's go to the next one. Now, the little issues I have with them, I have to be totally honest. The first issue I have with them is the issue of their spreads, right? But due to the fact that they don't charge commissions. I think that is fair. Since they don't have commissions on the trades, then the spread is okay because it's what we call the cost of trade, right? So it's either that you pay in spread or you pay in commission, right? So since they don't have commissions, I think that's why they kind of put kind of wider spread than normal, right? But it's not too wide, just a bit wide, like it's very insignificant, right? But how to counter this? Just add 1 to 3 pips. So if you're maybe your trade is 11 pips stop loss, make it 12. Or maybe your SL is supposed to be 5 pips, make it 6 pips. If your limit is supposed to be at maybe at 100 level, you can make it at 110 just because of the spread, right? Always add few pips to your limit and your stop loss and your take profit too. Always, consider the spread, your limit, that is your take profit limit, your stop loss limit, and then your entry limits. Always consider that, right? So that will be all for Alpha Capitals. If you want to get an account, don't forget to use the link in the description and use the discount code to get your account, right? And don't forget to do your research before picking any of this account, right? So let's jump to number four, right? So right, number four happens to be good funded trader, right? And this is the only firm among all these five I've been listing that I don't have a personal account with, right? But I have people that have had experience with them, very close experience with them. That's why I'm reviewing them. Remember that it's based on my experience or observed experience. But this is the only firm I don't have, and I've not had a personal account with. But I plan to get one by the end of this month, because of the conditions I see, because I don't buy accounts without planning for it, right? So I'm planning to get an account, probably a 25K account, just to test them, right? So based on what I was able to pull up, and based on my people that have actually gotten accounts with them, they are very cheap accounts. Believe me, very cheap. You can get an 8K account for $54. and you're getting 100K account for 398. And don't forget that they have discount codes. So if you're using the discount codes, sometimes they give 10%, they give 20% off. That means you can essentially get your 8K account for about $44 if you get a 20% discount, about 44 or $43. That means you can get the 100K account for about probably 360 if you use the discount codes, right? So they have discount codes. The accounts are very cheap, very, very cheap, right? That's why I picked them because they're very, very cheap, right? And one other thing I like about them is that they have let's do that. They have something I really like auto close on profit targets, right? I really love this. So this one thing that stood out to me. Once you hit your profit targets for the funded account, you get on the challenges, you get auto close, right? There are times in which you may not be around, right? And you are supposed to pass a challenge, and the market hits your limit, and you were not there to close your trade, or all those kind of things, right? So those things can happen. So once your target is hit, maybe 8%, or phase two 5%, you're going to get closed, right? The trade is going to get closed once you hit the profit target for the challenges, right? So that's very cool, and I really love that. So I'm not bothered. There are times in which I've had my profits even exceed the target, but because I was not there to close it, it kind of retraced back. So once those hit your profit target, the account the trade is closed, and that's a very nice feature. I love that. And then they have what we call a first payout on demand. That means once you pass the challenges and want to get your live account, you can ask for your first payout on demand. It's not, you don't have to wait for 1 week, you don't have to wait for 1 month, just on demand. Probably within 2 3 hours of making your payout request, you get funded get paid out, right? And then also I didn't add this, they also give 100% refund. Once you pass the challenges, they refund you, or about that, they refund you, right? And don't forget that all the firms listed here, right, there is no time limit on all of them. So all the programs I've listed here, none of them has time challenges, right? They all have no time limit challenges. So all as well, do your research to confirm if they have time challenges or not. But based on what I was able to research, both funded does not have time challenge. So I always do want to check that. So go through their rules and confirm certain things like their news conditions, all the photos. Right? Those things are not very important to me. Let's look at the most important point, which is costs and trading conditions and those things I mentioned earlier, right? So I would recommend GoodPoint Trader to anyone that wants to try. They are very good. They are based in, I think, Spain, so you can go for them. And then don't forget that I secure some discount codes for you guys in the description, right? So let's look at the next one. Right now, the little issue I have with them is that they charge $7 per lot on their commissions. Right? That's the only issue I have, because if you're not careful, these commissions can really eat down your equity. Right? I really prefer, this is why I was contemplating between Alpha Capitals and Goats Funded. Right? Alpha Capital does not have commission, but their spread are kind of large. When it's able to have commission, but their spread is better than Alpha Capital. So it's up to you. Do you want the commissions, or do you want the spread? So it's up to you to decide, right? Shouldn't be an issue, right? It's a little issue, like I said. So it's a very little issue. It's up to you to decide what you want to do, right? So that's the only issue I think I had with them. They are $7 per lot, right? That's all. Then Tentrade is the number three. Now they are a broker, and I forgot to mention this. Alpha Capital is also has their broker too. So Tentrade and Alpha Capital share this in common. They are both brokers, right? So Alpha Capital is number five, and number three they have a broker. So Tentrade, you can trade private capital on Tentrade. I mean, even if you want to buy a challenge, you can put your private funds, put your private accounts. You can trade in both the profile accounts and normal accounts with them. So they have private capital, can trade privately, private accounts without any valuation challenges of private funds, right? Then next thing that they have the lowest and easiest challenge, 10% one time with no trailing drawdown. They don't have two phases, just 10%. And that is why I like them, because other companies that have 10%, you would have to deal with their trailing drawdown. Like my FundFX, most of them they have trailing drawdown on the one-step challenge. But with Tentrade, there's no trailing drawdown. It's just one drawdown, which is maximum daily and maximum, right? And then 10% one-time target. That is beautiful. Just one-time target, and you're done. No need to wait for phase two and all of that, right? And the ones I like them is that they have on what we call instant funded accounts. So with instant funded accounts, you don't need to pass through any evaluation challenge. You just need to pay a certain fee, and the fee covers it. So, for instance, instead of paying $96 for the 10K account, you can pay $300 for the 10K live account. So you can just go to a live stage without any evaluation. So that's one special feature you have. So if you don't like challenge, you just buy the instant account, and you have to pay more, obviously, because you're paying to avoid the challenges. So you can pay without taking any challenge and get funded live as as early as this moment. But once you just get paid, once you just pay up, get your account live. That is it, right? So next thing is each trader has a dedicated account manager. So once you sign up, they'll give you an account manager which will call you to assist with your issues, whatever you have. The account manager is going to reach out to you. So it's very nice from Tentrade. I don't know if other firms have it, but I have used them. So I know for its fact that they have account managers, and then they have the cheapest account, $29 for 3K. That's the cheapest I've seen. I'm not seeing an account that is cheaper than this. And again, remember, this is based on my opinion, based on my experience, right? So if there's a firm that has something cheaper than this, probably I've not met them, right? But the ones I've used more than 10 or 15, 10 or 12 programs. I've used about 12, 10 or 12 of them, right? So these are the ones I recommend, the ones I have used, right? I've not used Funded Engineer, I've not used True Forest ones, I've not used, right? So I'm mentioning one that I have used because it's be hypocritical to mention things I've never ever used. So the only firm that I've not used I recommended it was only Good Funded because I have people that use it, right? So I won't recommend what no one I know uses and I don't know anything about, right? Then they have really good spread, right? Tentrade has a very nice spread when it comes to forex space. EUSD, GBP their spreads are very phenomenal, right? So I like that about them. So now the least issues I have with them is number one, their spread are large on CFD, right? On indices as US 30 and the Nasdaq, they have kind of bigger spreads, right? So the spread, I don't really like that. I don't really like the spreads for that. And then their their bigger account have smaller drawdown. So like the 500K account, the max drawdown is 5%. And I don't like that. So I don't know why they did that way. Maybe because the challenges are easy. So I don't know. But for the smaller accounts, it has bigger drawdown. But as you go bigger, 200K, 250K, 500, 400K, those bigger accounts, right? The drawdown gets smaller. Like the 10K is 8%, the 3K is 9%. Then as you go higher, 25K becomes, I think sorry, 30K becomes smaller, and then the drag keeps reducing and the account goes higher. So I don't really like that. And then they have a consistency rule on the profits made, right? The consistency rule is that you must have a uniform profit. Like you shouldn't have $200 on one day and then have 1,000 on the next day. So your profit has to be uniform, or else they won't pay you, right? You're not going to breach anything, but if you're having a spike in profit, like today you're making 200, tomorrow you're making 900, there's a spike in the profits, right? So your profit should be uniform, all right? You should not have times three of what you had the previous day. So if maybe you had $100 today, you should not have 400 tomorrow. It should not be more than times three, which is 30%, right? It shouldn't be more than times three. So make sure your profit is uniform. If you made 400 profit yesterday, tomorrow should be probably 500 or 600, or just not more than times three of what you made. So just watch that. Once your profit is more than times three, you're not going to get paid on that profit that you made. They will cancel that particular profit. So they are trying to avoid gambling. So they want people to make a uniform profit on their trade. To me, it doesn't make any sense because I don't know, just a rule, right? But for me, I don't really like it. Now they don't give discounts, right? This is the only firm that doesn't give discounts. Maybe because their conditions is very fair, so they don't give discount. So that is why these are the issues I have with them. But I will still rank them as number three because of their easy challenges of 10%, and then the instant account, which you don't have to take any challenge. So the two that, and then yeah, they also have very fast payout, right? Their payout is on demand. I forgot to mention that. So they have fast payouts. Like if you request for a withdrawal today, before 2 hours or 1 hour time, you're going to get your withdrawal. So it's very fast withdrawals and 10 trade, right? So that is why I rank as number three. So let's head over to number four. And not forget that to get your account, you can use the link and the discount code in the description, right? Right. Don't forget to do your research before taking these accounts. Right. Number two goes to Fundednext, right? They're Dubai-based prop firm, and why I put them at number two is because of this. This made very thin. They have a 15% bonus on the evaluation challenges. That means if you pass the challenges on the 100K account, right, you're going to get 15% bonus, right? Like bonus. Like this is the only problem I think that gives this high. So if you pass the phase one, which is 8%, and pass phase two, which is 5%, the total profit target is 30, I think $13,000. So you're going to take 15% out of that the profit target. So 15% out of $13,000, which is your phase one and phase two. Remember, 8% is $800, $8,000 away. Phase two, 5% is $5,000. Total is $13,000. So if you take out 15% bonus, it's going to be 1,950. You're going to get for free once you pass the challenges. Right. So that is why I like FundedNet. It's very nice. You're going to get free that. That is very free. That's a bonus. No other firm gives up to this. The next one, like they give up to 200% refund, right? And for others, they run a lot of crazy promotions. Like I've seen the one where once you patch challenge and you get a first payout, they will double your purchase fee. That means if you maybe bought the account for maybe $500, they're going to give you 1,000 with your first payout. Like instead of refunding what you paid, right? They're going to double it, right? So you get what you paid and then double of it. Like if you bought the account for $200, you're going to get 200 and then 200 extra, right? Plus your payout, right? That is, and don't forget, this is not part of the 15% bonus. So you can do this. It depends on remember, disclaimer, it depends on the promo the currency running. Yeah, it depends on the discount code you use. That is why you must use the link in the description because I have a lot of discount code. So if you use the discount code that is 200%, then you're going to get it. If there are some like 150%, that one 125%, just check out the code in the description. I'll be updating this video regularly so you can use any one you want. So every month and every time a new promo comes up, I'll update the description so you can get the profile that you want to use and just get the most accurate discount code, right? And then they also have other crazy promos. I've seen the ones where they will say you should buy one account and get one free. Like if you buy a 5K account, so a 6K account, you get one free. So they run a lot of crazy promotions. Fundednext is best at promotion, very nice promotions, crazy promotions. Right? They do it a lot, and I like that. Then they have fair prices too. You can get a 6K account for $59. And then don't forget you can also use a discount code. So the $59 doesn't mean that you must buy it. So you can use a 20% discount code, 35% discount code. You have a lot of discount codes which you can use to cut down the price from $59 to something cheaper, right? That's for a 6K account. So it's fair prices. I think good funded is lower, but it's very fair. Right? If you use discount code, you get the cheaper price, right? And then the things I don't like about them, they have what we call slippages. Right? The slippages can be crazy. Like sometimes you enter a trade and price has not hit your stop loss and then you've taken out all those funny slippages. Sometimes you put a limit at a particular price and then it happens a lot when the market is very volatile, like during the market open, during indices open, all those volatile periods. That's when they have those crazy slippages here and there, right? But if you can avoid those market open or those volatile moments, just trade normal time and use wider stop losses. So if you can avoid when the market is opening, is opening um for maybe session open, New York Stock Exchange open, all those volatile periods, right? You can avoid those times, you won't experience it, but it doesn't have all the time. It's very insignificant, right? So it doesn't have all the time. Just something that happens once in a while, right? So and I know this because I've had an account with them before, right? So last thing you should also know that their 15% bonus is only available when you make 5%. So whenever you make 5%, it must not be in a month. So if maybe you pass your account in January and you made 5%, probably around March or April, then you're going to get a 15% bonus. So the bonus only comes when you make 5% in your life account. So that's the condition there. So to have that in the back of your mind. So once you make a 5% bonus, you get your um Once you make a 5% profit on your life account, so you get a 15% bonus, which you can get once you withdraw. So you can be your first payout, second payout. Whenever you make 5%, you get that, right? That's for fundedness. And then let's look at number one. Number one goes to funding pips. Right. So I think funding pips, one of the reasons why I put them on number one is number one, they're Dubai based, so very safe from the US CFTC, right? And then they have the lowest commission so far, lowest, right? Alpha Capitals have zero commissions, but Funding Pips has $2, but um very low. This is the lowest commissions I know so far on all the platforms I checked. Then they have the cheapest emerging account as well. So there's $2 can get you a 5K account. You can obviously use a discount code as well. You can get a $399,000 account for 100K. So you can use 399 to get 100K. You can use a discount code as well. So these are the cheapest, I think. The cheapest, one of the cheapest accounts you can get. Compare with their commissions, very nice, very nice. Really. And they have the best spreads. Like if you look at funny people spread, they're the best. Like the market is going to pick your order. If you put your limit at a particular price level, if once price gets there, it's going to pick it. Your take profit is going to pick it. Like guys, it has the best spread if you ask me. I like funny people based on trading conditions. Funny people I have to give them kudos. Right now, the issues I have with them is that number one, they refund purchase fee on the fourth payout. Right? They don't refund the purchase fee until your fourth payout. I want to know about them. So you must make first withdrawal, second withdrawal, third withdrawal, and fourth withdrawal before you can get to purchase fee. So their account is not suited. It's not suited for people that are gamblers. Unless you're very consistent, they can be sure of getting your refund and the fourth payout. So keep it in the back of your mind. Unlike other profits that payouts, they are refund on the first payout, but the ones on the fourth payout, right? And that is that you don't allow trading two accounts at once. So you can't maybe buy two 10K accounts and then be trading at once. So you must take two different trades. So if you buy two accounts, you can't be trading the same trade. So if you take EU here, you take GU here, don't take the same trades at the same time on the two accounts. Make sure that you're swapping your account, right? If you're taking US 30 here, you're taking Euro years on the other account. So make sure you're swapping your accounts. I don't take the same trades on your account, right? Then you can always use the discount code and the link in the description to make your purchases, right? Use the discount code and the link in the description of your purchases, right? So I think this is going to be it. Then I'll give you my final takeaway and then we'll end this video, right? So I hope you have liked this video. I hope you have subscribed. I hope you are enjoying this content. So if you have any questions or you have any confusion, do want to type it in the comment section or have anything you want to say, just type it in the comment section so that I can be able to clarify you. Anything you're confused about, you need clarification, anything, right? You want to do that in the description. Just look at the final notes before we end this video. Right. So final notes. Alpha has zero commissions on their trades. They have minimal slippage. That means it's very unlikely to encounter slippage on Alpha. Very, very unlikely. Very, very unlikely. So it's unlikely to encounter those slippages which we see in other firms. And then the issue that they have, the minimum account is 10K. So they don't have a 5K account. So remember, they have discount codes, right? So any discount code to get 10K account at the price which you would have gotten a 5K account. And then for Tentrade, their commission per lot is $5 and they don't refund evaluation fee, right? Once you pay for evaluation, they don't refund it. Then you pass on it. They don't refund, right? Because they believe that the challenge is 10%, right? So they don't refund the evaluation fee. The foreign pips has the best overall trading condition because of why the commissions they have the best spread, they have the best prices. So as part of why I make funding tips number one, very, very affordable for even the new or fight trader, best spreads, all those stuff, really number one. And that's why I choose them. So now note this. Funding tips being number one doesn't mean that they are not, that you might not prefer other ones. Oh, I don't use other ones. I also use other firms. I use 10 trades. I use other ones too. But it's not going to put all your eggs in one basket. So it's best to buy different accounts with these different firms. So any of these five is very good to go. If you like Alpha, anything that really ticks your boat, go for it, right? You must not use funding pips. You must not even use the one I've mentioned, but these are the ones I would recommend if you ask me because of their conditions, right? So Fundednext has to be number one, but I also use other ones. I use GoodPoint. I'm using GoodPoint, sorry. I use Fundednext. I use Alpha currently. So do, those do to anyone that you really like, you can use the link to get to your account, right? And then the final slide. Now, firms not mentioned there are the ones I may not have any knowledge about. So there are hundreds of firms now. Like almost every day, new firms coming out. So there are firms in which I have never used before. I don't know anything about them. For instance, Maven, I've never used Maven before. I've never used my front effects. Sorry, I've never used the front engineer. All these new firms, Tense Press Funded. I've not used them before. So I may not, I don't know people that use them too. So I may not be in the best position to review them, right? So I'm just using the ones that I have experienced, the ones I've encountered, right? So those other things may have good features, right? And I may have omitted some features, right? Maybe Fundednext had a feature I did not mention, or funding piece had a feature I did not mention. Just do type it in the comments so that people can read it. So if there's any feature that was not listed here, just type it in the comments so that people can see it, right? And then feel free to use any firms listed here or not listed. So if I did not mention the firm, feel free to use your money, right? So remember, this is not a financial advice. So if you want to use a firm I did not mention, feel free, but make sure to do your own research. Go through the FAQ, which is the frequency asked questions. Do how to read through, do a proper and deep study before choosing anything, right? Right. So these are my recommendations. So thank you. If you enjoyed this video, let me know. Like the video, subscribe, do the necessary things to encourage me, and I will see you in the next video. Right. So have a wonderful day. These are my top 5 problems. Cheers and God bless.